Okay, so we're back on Vini. So I've just, as you know, Vini is a kind of track car, come road car, come show car. So I'm going to paint up the servo again. You can see how easily that brake fluid took the paint off the servo, and that's hammerite paint as well, so it's pretty hard wearing, that stuff. Yeah, I mean, I just gave that a light rub with a sort of emery pad or wet and dry pad, and it's quite amazing how easily that takes paint off. The good news is it's taken the paint off, but there's no corrosion there, so that means it's not been leaking for a very long time. I suspect it probably started leaking when I bled the brakes after changing the front brake calipers, but putting the Paddy Hopkirk vented calipers on the front, because obviously you just push, when you're bleeding the brakes, you're pushing these seals further in the master cylinder than they've been before, so it tends to, if it's going to start leaking, that's when it starts leaking. So there's the old one there. I think when I go to IMM, I'm going to buy a rebuild kit. I'm going to rebuild that one and keep it as a spare. Some guys, some viewers gave me some tips on how to clean this up inside. I'm going to give that a go. It wasn't that bad, but like I say, on Vini, I ordered a new one, and I think I'll keep that one, recondition it as a spare. 2 belts this time, so I've got one spare. So they're for the alternator, 3 PK 590s, which are what I originally fitted to the car, so I know they'll fit okay, and I've got a spare as well. And I just want to say thanks. I was struggling to get a master cylinder for it. Mini spares and mini sport had sold out. I looked on eBay, they were 120 quid on eBay. They're sort of 85 quid at mini spares. I thought, I'm not paying over the odds for it. Spoke to a couple of guys and they said try Ball Motif mini spares, or Ball Motif car parts, whatever they're called, and yeah, they come up trumps. 80 quid with free delivery as well, which is phenomenal. So if I'd gone to mini spares, it would have been 85 quid plus probably 6 or 7 quid delivery. They didn't have one in stock. Ball Motif, yeah, bit of a shout out for them. It's a green tag master cylinder, comes with a reservoir. Yeah, what more can you say? I'll stick that on the car. But yeah, thumbs up for Ball Motif mini spares. I like them. Might give them a go again. So that means we've got to get the master cylinder, sorry, the servo painted. I'm going to get that hammerited now. Just mask up some little bits and bobs here and there. I'm going to use Hammerite Smooth Gold, just because it's hard wearing. So paint the servo, fit the belts, fit the master cylinder on, bleed it all back up, and Vini's ready for IMM. So let's get stuck into it. Alright, so there we go, all masked up, covered up the holes because we don't want to get paint down inside there. You know what I'm like, I'm OCD, so I've even masked up the tag on the identification tag on it. We'll take that outside and spray it, because you just get overspray everywhere otherwise. And that'll get 3 coats, and I'll show you what it looks like after. Another little job I need to get done on Vini, aside from the brake servo, the brake master cylinder, sorry, is replace the fan belt which come off. I think it broke on the track day, probably a stone got caught up into it. Now, here's a quiz for you. Can you find the alternator? Yeah. There ain't much room under there, so I'll show you where the alternator is. So if we go around here, that's the alternator up there, kind of just underneath and to the rear of the headlight. The belt, very short obviously, and it just runs down to the crank pulley. Yeah, it's a bit of a pig to change. I'm not going to film it. because I don't think I can get the camera in there at any sort of decent angle, and it's only fitting a belt. I've just got to undo that top adjuster, fit the belt and put it back on. But I thought I'd just show you, thought you might be interested. And here obviously is the brake servo, which has been painted now, ready to go back on. Right, let's get the servo back in. Somebody had asked me about getting the clevis pin in. Obviously on Vini it's much easier than the standard Mini. I can just pull this brake bar up, that pulls the pivot forward and it makes it quite easy to get in. So I'll film it, but like I say, it's pretty easy anyway. Make sure everything looks all right down here before we go back together. So Vini's putting up a bit of a fight. Put it all back together, got the alternator belt on now, got the master cylinder on, started it up, and it stunk of fuel. Had a look underneath and it's leaking fuel. I think I must have just disturbed one of the pipes, but there's this injection pipe here, which is like the fuel supply pipe from the regulator. As you can see, that's just split. It's not where I've disturbed it. That's just old age, that is. So yeah, quick trip to Halfords. some new fresh 5/16 fuel injection hose, and we'll stick that on. Right guys, just thought I'd share this with you, the joys of owning a classic car. So I've just been out and I've road tested Vini. I've done the brake master cylinder now. The alternator got a bit involved because I had to replace the bushes that hold the alternator in place. It's rubber mounted. The bushes, they don't actually make the bushes for it. I made the bushes myself last time I'd done them, so they've lasted about 6,000 miles, which is not that fantastic, but they're homemade bushes. So I had to rebush the alternator. What else did I do? The fuel pipe leak, that's sorted out now. Took it for a drive. The wheel balancing is really peeing me off. I've got one wheel which won't balance up very well, and I think that's causing me problems. I think it's probably the tyre. And then of course the fuel gauge is packed up as well. But the satisfying thing about owning a classic is you can get stuck in and you can take things to pieces. So appreciate this might not be everyone's cup of tea, but this is the dash pod for Vini. As you can see, it's got an SPA design speedo. I added the engine management light because minis don't usually have that, and it's all been customised a bit at the back to get the SPA speedo in there. This printed circuit's been repaired in the past by me. So I've taken the actual fuel gauge out. I know I've had this on the temperature gauge in the past and I've repaired it, so you probably won't be able to see this because they're really fine wires. Let me shine a light. So this is the temperature gauge side. There's a wire there, there's a wire there, and it goes through a metallic strip there. That heats up, deflects the gauge, and this is the fuel pump side, and it is connected at this end, and it's meant to be soldered at this end, and as you can see, it's broken off from the solder joint. So I just want soldering back on there, and that'll have that working again. I'll have to re-solder the other end as well, just to be sure. I should have done it last time. I literally had this apart a few weeks ago to do the same thing, but with the temperature gauge. So that's that. I'm going to get that done. Not going to video it, but yeah, just goes to show you can fix lots of things on a classic. So kind of that's probably it. I'll try and get this update done tomorrow maybe, and then it's really getting ready for the IMM. So as you can see, if I look over here, I've got all the camping gear ready to go. I know what you're thinking, that's never going to fit in a Mini. Luckily I'm taking Vini, and I'm taking Lola, my wife's Cooper Clubman, which is a modern Mini, so it's got plenty of space for the seats down in the back. P-Out, I think will be staying here, unfortunately. So I did have a driver for P-Out, but he can't drive it anymore, so, you know, needs must. If I have any more problems with Vini, that's going to get left here, and I'm going to take P-Out. It's hard to know which one to take, actually. Vini's probably a little bit better on long runs, just because it's got the bigger engine size, it's got taller gears, and it's actually a little bit more comfortable with that seating now because the seating position's really far back. Suspension's quite hard though, whereas in PL, I don't know, I may take PL. I will probably take Vini though, that's the plan. So thanks for tuning in this week. Hopefully see you at IMM. Look out for me, come and say hi. And on Sunday, I think it is, at the IMM, there is a YouTuber meet and greet. So that's all the YouTubers getting together. Like I say, I think it's 11 o'clock, but check the schedule. Lots of YouTubers there. Cole Gentry will be there from the USA, and he's going to give away the P&L Mini voucher, the one I was going on about, the $600 voucher. The person that's won it is going to be at the IMM, so we're going to gift them the voucher while we're at the IMM. So should make should make it a bit of a special occasion. But thanks for tuning in this week. Sorry, it's a bit all over the place this week, but hopefully see you at the IMM. If you see me there, come over and say hi. If you're driving there, hope you have a safe trip. Hope your Mini gets there okay. Yeah, and see you soon.